Well, I hope you can guess what the design is for today. Today is National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. So I am going to be making vegan chocolate chip cookies. So of course this is a part of my 35 for 35 designs. So I'm doing 35 designs for my 35th year of life. So please follow that hashtag, hashtag 35 for 35 designs, so you can see all of the designs that I'm going to complete this year. Okay, so of course, I'm going to give you all a brief history on National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. Don't we all love chocolate chip cookies? I know I do. It's my favorite, one of my favorite kinds of cookies. So according to www.nationaldaycalendar.com, on August 4th, National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day gives us an opportunity to dunk America's #1 favorite cookie. Whether yours are homemade or store-bought, pour a glass of milk and enjoy. Without chocolate chip cookies, the cookie would still be #1, or would it? For that reason, we also recognize Ruth Graves Wakefield on National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. Thanks to her inventiveness and curiosity, chocolate chip cookies and cookie dough go together. And for this reason, we hover over ovens, savoring the moment the timer dings. Imagine if Ruth Graves Wakefield hadn't run out of baker's chocolate for her cookie recipe that day in 1937, because that's what happened. The cookie recipe she was preparing called for baker's chocolate and would have blended smoothly into the dough. However, she was out. And what if Mrs. Wakefield hadn't considered using semi-sweet chocolate instead? She figured it would just melt into the dough and work much like the baker's chocolate. Or what if someone had interrupted Ruth Graves Wakefield that day and caused the cookies to burn and ruin the experiment? Well, none of that happened. Instead of interruptions or doubts, the baker added the chocolate to the dough. Moments later, the mouth-watering aroma began to waft from Mrs. Wakefield's oven. Perhaps the smell lured a child into the kitchen, or maybe a guest at the Toll House Inn she and her husband owned. We may not know the finer details of the day the chocolate chip cookie came to be. However, we do know Ruth Graves Wakefield made it happen. If it weren't for her, we wouldn't know the ecstasy of warm chocolate chip cookie melting on our tongue. We know that feeling. When our eyes close in heavenly satisfaction and a perfect smile graces our face. No, if it weren't for Ruth Graves Wakefield, entire generations would be denied the bliss that is a chocolate chip cookie. So again, that's just a brief history about chocolate chip cookies. Of course, so Mrs. Wakefield, she started it. She ran out of her main ingredient, and so then there we have it. Okay, all right. So then let's just start with the recipe. Okay. Okay, before I start, let me just say this. Like I said, it's vegan. As you all know, I'm trying to eat healthier. I'm a sometimes vegan. I still like my seafood and chicken. So this recipe comes from www.noracooks.com. Is where I get a lot of my vegan meals from. She's really, really good. So we're going to try this. This will be my first time doing this with you all. So hopefully it goes well. Okay. All right. So I already have all my ingredients laid out. Sorry, I just covered everything because I prepped them before I could, I prepped them earlier. So, yep. Okay. All right. So here we go. We're going to follow along with this recipe. Okay. So I've already preheated the oven to 350. I already have my cooking sheet, which is over by the oven. I'll bring it over when I'm ready. So the first thing to do is to mix the ground flaxseed and water in a small bowl and set aside to make the flax eggs. Because, of course, we're not using regular eggs. So here's my flaxseed. I bought it milled, so I actually had to grind it in the blender so that way it can be ground. So now it's grounded. Okay, and so it says, oh, the water. So how much water do we need? We need 2.5 tablespoons. All right, I forgot my tablespoon. Okay, found it. All right. So, okay. So, I've already measured the 1 tablespoon ground flaxseed. And so now it says 2.5 tablespoons of water. So, 1, 2, and I can just half it using this. A little less. Okay, and then, all right. So, now it says mix this. Again, this is going to replace our egg. So I'm just mixing it. And now I'm just going to sit it to the side like the recipe says. So we'll come back like this because it's making the egg. Okay. Next is mixing a large bowl. It says a handheld mixer. I don't have one. So this will be my mixer in my hand. I read this months ago, but I just didn't look at it again until this morning. Of course, it was too late. So we're just going to fudge it. Okay. So it says in a large bowl. So we have our butter, which is here. I'm going to just take this here. All around butter here. This is vegan butter, of course. Okay. And then our brown sugar. It's 1.5 cups brown sugar. Oh, and it was half cup. So now got that all in there. And now, oh, we're supposed to beat this. Let me get my beater. Get all the last little butter out. And now we're going to beat it. Until it's creamy, so that should take about 1 or 2 minutes, hopefully. Ooh, I see it's a I think it's as creamy as we're going to get it. Okay, now it says to add our vanilla, which is here, and that is 2 tablespoons. And now it says to add, and then our flaxseed egg is here. As much of this out as possible. Okay. All right, now we're mixing mixing all of this together. Pretend my hand is the mixer. Okay. Let's see what's next. Now add the flour. Here's the flour. It is 1.5 cup flour. Oops. Now sprinkle the corn syrup. This is 2 teaspoons. Just sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Some I can see got stuck at the bottom. All right, and the baking soda, that is 1 teaspoon. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't be covering so you all can see. And then our salt, which is 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, here we go. All right, and, oh, sorry, I might have kind of just, let me turn this so you all can see a little better. Sorry, I got a little bit of my salt fell on the napkin. All right, so now we should have enough salt. Okay, so now, again, you're supposed to be turning back on the mix. Mixing it in. So mixing until it's combined. All right. Oops. All right, and then I'm gonna add the chocolate chips. Oh, and these are vegan. Got these from Giant and they're mini. And that is 1.5 cups. So I'm just gonna add all of this in. Ooh. All right, so I'm gonna mix this some more, then I'll be back. All right, everybody, I'm back. We're fully mixed and we're looking good. Again, these are vegan. All right, so now it is time to put it on the tray. So move this stuff over. Gonna bake them. So I'm gonna just turn this over to the cookie sheet. So I'll just show you all. I put aluminum foil on it and it's already greased. Couldn't find my spray, my regular spray that I use. I just use the grapeseed oil that I usually use when I make food, and I just spread it across the aluminum foil. Okay, so now, because I'm giving these away to people, I am going to put on gloves. Of course, I wash my hands a million times, so, but I just put them together like that. Okay, so of course you get a little handful. You can make them as big or as small as you want. Oh, and I use mini chocolate chip cookies, and I end up using the whole bag basically for the recipe, which was a cup and a half, just in case I didn't say that before. So I'm just gonna make a ball this side. Ooh, make sure and then I'll just put it on the tray. Get as many as you can. I think I might be able to get 8 on. Ooh. Maybe 6. We'll see. And again, you make them as big or as small as you want them to be. It's really up to you. You don't want them too big because I'm splitting these amongst 4 people. Myself, my sister, and my 2 aunts. So, make sure everybody gets enough. Okay. Alright, let's just start out with these 6. I could probably fit a little more, but I just want to start out like this. Okay, show you all. Oh my goodness, they look so good. All right, so I'm gonna put them in the oven on 350, and then I will show you all the finished product. All right, I'll see you in a few. All right, everyone, so the cookies are done. I think I forgot to say this before, but the cookies should go in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes, and they are going to be a light golden brown, according to the recipe. And because I was looking, I was like, oh my gosh, they're not browning, and then I reread and it said, oh yeah, they're not going to get dark like regular cookies would. So let me show you all the final product. Oh, aren't they beautiful? Oh my gosh, and I tasted them, they're so good. Okay, all right, so now you know me. Like I said, I was giving these away to some people, so I could just hand it to them in any old kind of bag, but I wanted to make it a little cute treat. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to package them. So bring this a little closer. I put this on top of this aluminum pan because it's still kind of warm, and I didn't want to put it directly on my wooden table. Okay, so I have these cute little bags, and we are going to package these in bags for people. So in this color, I got these from Walmart. I think it's 30. It was 30 in the, yeah, I think it was 30 in a bag, and it is, let's see, it's different colors. So I'm gonna do blue, purple, and orange. I have green in there as well. Okay, and they also gave us the ties. So I'm going to show you all how I'm going to package them. Going to get out my handy dandy gloves. Okay. Again, you all know I wash my hands, but I still want to put these on. Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to do. Oh gosh, let's see if they're open. So, because I'm doing several batches and I don't know how many cookies, I'm just going to do one at a time, so I can even them out. So far it's 6. Put one in here. Everybody has one, and now, okay, all right, so now that that's done, of course, we want to make it look nice. As you can see, I put them all in bags, and while they color, you still can see through them. So I'm just going to take my ties. I don't think I'm I'm gonna mix them up. So even though that bag is purple, I'm gonna give the purple bag a blue tie. So you do this however you want. Actually, I'm gonna give it a green one since we didn't use the green bag. There enough. Okay. You can do it like this. And I actually think I have some labels somewhere, which I'll find later and add them. But here's our little treat. So yep, I'm going to package these. I'll put my label on and that'll be it. So that is my chocolate chip cookie treat for today. I'm so happy the vegan cookies came out. They taste really, really good. I hope you can enjoy some chocolate chip cookies today, whether they're regular cookies, they're vegan, you make them yourself, you go to the store or you go to a baker. However, just enjoy it. If you like them with milk, dip it in milk. And of course, if you're vegan, you can dip it in oat milk, vegan milk, almond milk. There's a bunch of milk alternatives to regular milk, regular cow milk. So that is it for today. Again, please remember to follow my hashtag 35 for 35 designs, and follow my Instagram.